Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
You've entered the No Comfort Zone.
The No Comfort Zone.
It's time for a reality check.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the No Comfort Zone. It's Fabulous Friday. Today's going to be a summary of everything that's been going on. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, welcome back, podcast listeners. Thanks so much for joining me on this Fabulous Friday. Just want to touch base and let you know what's been going on, where I'm at, and hopefully would love to find out where you're at on your journey towards your hopes, your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions. You can't wish, you can't wait, and you shouldn't want anymore. Take one step in the right direction and just see what happens. Just take one step. It just takes a little bit of inertia by a little bit more movement, and then you've got momentum. I just made that up. Inertia is always happening around you. It's like inertia is one of those things. You're a body being that's constantly in motion. You're already moving. You just have to direct your attention in the right space and where you want to go. And sometimes there's an old saying, fake it till you make it. And in faking it till you make it, I think Zig Ziglar is the one that said it. If it's not, it's Zig Ziglar. Fake it till you make it. Pretty sure it is. So fake it till you make it, meaning if you want to get going in the right direction, act like you're already there. I tell people this all the time. If you're in sales and if you're making 30 grand and you're behaving like a 30 grand person, you are going to get 30 grand results. That's the way it is. However, if you are making 30 grand and you decide that you want to make 150,000, just ask yourself a really simple question. What would a $150,000 a year salesperson do? Then you just really have to do what they do and model yourself after them, and you'll get similar results. Now, the big difference between that person that has it in their blueprint to make 150 and you may have to write things down. You may have to work a little harder. You may have to put more time in. But if you keep doing it day after day, you're eventually going to get the results. It's worked for me my entire career. Same thing with fitness, and same thing with weight loss, and same thing with practice. But act as if. If you want to be a more spiritual person, then act more spiritual. If you want to be a writer, then start writing. If you want to be a business leader, then start to lead in business. If you want to be a better person in your relationship, then act like a better person in your relationship. The good news is this, that with the blueprint that I have, that blueprint gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're going, to kind of get a rough idea, a draft of, all right, if I focus in this area or this area, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my goals? Because if you have a well laid out plan, hence the blueprint, what you end up getting is the right actions and ideas in order to pursue in the right direction. And when you do the right thing, the right people show up. I can't tell you that enough. And on a personal note, from a personal aspect for, what's going on in my life and my goals and my dreams, there's goals and dreams that I have had for a long time. And I'm beginning to realize these long-term goals now. And those long-term goals, for sure, increasing my net wealth, my fitness, and also my mornings, believe it or not. My mornings used to be a huge challenge for me. My mornings there's a lot of different schools of thought. Wake up at 9, do the farmer's thing. I don't know what that is, but you get a lot more done in 2 hours by waking up at 9 than you do with the person that's at 4:30. Well, there's one challenge that I have, and I'll give you the case and the point. The case is I want to actually work out in the evening. But in the evening, I have responsibilities for my job. I have responsibility for people that they need access to me still. And I want to make sure that they have access to me. So, for example, last night, I decided to get out of work and immediately jump on my treadmill. Well, I'm on my treadmill for no more than 2 minutes, and I get phone call after phone call after phone call. And it's important stuff. It's not like I can just dismiss it for an hour. People need access to me. There's a lot of different schools of thought on this one, but the truth is I need to get up early in the morning to get my workouts done. I need to face the day the right way. I need to get my mindset right. And it's something I'm learning about more and more in this group I'm in on Facebook, Team Nanotest. I think it's called Nanotest Elite Performers. But it's about guys in their 50s who are actually trying to learn how to move better and increase some vitality and work out with weights. And it's a community of men that hold each other accountable to their fitness and their health goals and some life goals. Even the side huddles that I have, these guys are dynamite. And really, there's about 5-6 guys in this group that just keep me motivated to stay on point. And life happens. Life gets busy. But you don't want your hopes, your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions to fall to the wayside because you get distracted or because you didn't plan right. A lot of this is, just human behavior and you're on autopilot. What if you could get off of autopilot, put some intention into the space of how your day starts? Just get up early, write out your goals, and start moving in that direction. No feelings, no emotions. No exhaustion, no tired, no I didn't sleep well last night, no I got bills to pay. What if you actually just did that so you can have that sense of accomplishment? And that's what this last week is, as we're on Friday right now. This week was all about accomplishment. Certain things that I've been working on for a long time underneath the ground. Nothing, just nothing for years, nothing. But keeping at it every day. Next thing you know, boom, something comes in. I get a phone call from somebody that's been listening to this podcast for a really long time. I get an opportunity for a guy who's got a massive following who says he'd like me to be on a show. I'm grateful for it. And when I find out more of the details, I will definitely let you know so you can listen to his podcast as well. But the truth be told is dealing with adversity and dealing with success using the same tools are helping me to get where I want to go. And again, it's not about the materialistic things. Increasing net wealth is a personal, if you have the knowledge and the know-how, and if you know other people are doing it, why not do it yourself? It takes a discipline. So does diet and exercise. So does living a healthy lifestyle. So does having a healthy relationship. It takes discipline. It takes time. It takes attention. Definitely takes passion. And if you're missing those things in your life, that's what happens when you get to the blueprint. You start to identify where you're lacking in your life. And through the gap analysis process, you realize that if you can just put a little bit more space in this, a little bit more attention in this space of, let's just say, for example, knowledge of your relationship. I know I'm all over the podcast, but this podcast is all about health, wealth, and relationships. It's all about personal growth and personal development. It's about becoming the ideal version of yourself and you getting where you want to go. So listen, how do you lose 30 pounds? You first have to want to lose 30 pounds. And then what you have to do is you have to start moving and living in the right direction. And then it'll happen. It'll just happen. If you want to make more money, what do you have to do? You have to learn about money and how it works. And you have to learn how to leverage it. You have to learn how to save and invest. You have to learn how to keep the money moving, the flow of money moving. You have to have the right mindset for money. And listen, if you're in that relationship and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I just wish I want more in my relationship, or I want to be in a relationship, then you have to have a great relationship with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. And that's what the blueprint does. It makes you fully aware of where you're currently at right now, your strengths and your weaknesses. Then you identify, how did you create this being that you are now? How did you create this person that you are right now? Because your spirit is there and the body around it. How did you create that? You let your feelings, your emotions, your distractions, your passions, your ideals, your wants in life, your needs in life direct you into this pattern that you're in now. Well, how do you change all that if you want to change it? If you truly want to change, what do you have to do? You don't have to hit rock bottom like I did. You don't have to fall into a coma, be mentally depressed. You don't have to be financially ruined. You don't have to go through multiple divorces. You don't have to be homeless. You don't have to be any of that stuff. What you have to do is have the will to want. And when you have the will to want, you're going to need a plan. There's tons of plans out there, and I'm the guy that's saying, I will help you. I will help you go from point A, where you're currently at now. I help you identify very quickly how you got there, and then help you get to point B, whatever B is for you. That's my job on this planet, is to help people go from point A to point B. Now, all the other stuff that goes along the way, you know what? I can help a little bit there and there, but quite frankly, when you see the blueprint, it's like, duh, that's what we're going to focus on. We're going this direction. This is where our ride is going to take us. Who are you going to become along the way? That's what the blueprint is all about. So if interested, if you want to take action, 2 things I'm going to ask you to do. Make it really simple. If you want to schedule a call, go to launchwithdan.com. 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 Worldwide. Doesn't cost you anything. Get on the call. I'll send you the blueprint. We'll have a conversation. I'll help you in any way that I can. Over the course of 20 to 30 minutes is about what it is. Be ready to make change too. Don't live in the problem. Where are you at? Where do you want to go? Let's figure that out. Let's move on. And then there's Dan at the No Comfort Zone. Dan at the NoComfortZone.com. Hit me up and let me know how I can help you best. 3 things you want to get after, 3 things that are holding you back. I'll send you the blueprint. I'll throw you a video, and we can stay connected that way. And if you like the show, give me a rating and review, please, Apple iTunes. I would love for you to subscribe, like, do all that other good stuff. Share it with everybody on the planet of the Earth you know. And then do me a favor. Please leave me a 5-star review rating. I would greatly appreciate it. Team No Comfort Zone. Go to my Facebook. A lot of direction here today because it is a fabulous Friday. And wouldn't it be great if you started today pursuing your goals? 30, 60, 90 days from now, you'll be looking back at this going, God, I am so glad that I did this, as so many other people have as well. I want to recap on one thing. Guy asked me, how do you take adversity and how do you take going after success? How do you take those principles and apply them towards having greater success or living your life on purpose? And so I just quickly, have you listened to the podcast for a long time? Yeah. So what did you get out of it? What's most important to you? What are you getting out of this podcast? That adversity leaves clues towards success. And when you handle that adversity, you can actually become the version of yourself, however successful that is, that you want to be. You start pursuing it. So after the conversation, it was like, so what's your ideal of success? Basically just pursuing my goals, taking action daily and going towards it. And that's it. That's it. If you don't get anything else out of this program, that's it. It is the journey towards success that makes you purposeful. So simple, but yet so rewarding and so fulfilling. So if you're looking for fulfillment, man, I'm telling you, Dan at the NoComfortZone.com. Let me teach you how to do it. And then more importantly, LaunchWithDan.com if you want to strike up a conversation. Again, I'm doing this to help you get out of your comfort zone so you can live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.